And welcome to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. Well, our attack is so far so good. I just got this battery up and running. Time to get all the juicy turrets up. We got quite a bit of power in there. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I mean, this battery is now full. This battery is very close to full. It probably won't fill up just because of all the turrets that are just blasting right now. Huh, I thought I had more of those. Guess not. Do I have any ability to craft more of them? I do. Don't need too many of them. I'm not going to go overboard with the Mark 1s. They're really energy inefficient. Way more efficient to use the Mark 3s. Let's go over and collect some loot. You just hold the button down and it will eventually grab everything from there. So I don't know if anybody's kept track, but I've been attacked now 3 times in this, sitting down in this play session. Every one of them have come from this corner. And I'm not sure if that is a highly unlikely random chance, or if it's a bug. So, keep an eye on that corner. If we get attack after attack after attack from that corner, then I'll start reporting it as a bug. Because it should be random. Because I haven't destroyed any ability for them to actually spawn over there. So this is starting to dive pretty fast. This is full. Let's fill that up as fast as we can. Not as fast as we can. 320 a second. These Mark 3s actually take 400 power per shot, but they do 3,600 damage. I mean, so that's 900, or it's not 900, 400, 3,600, 9 times damage. And the other ones take 32 power per shot. At least I believe that's what it was last time I looked. And they only do 96 damage. So that's a 3x. So you have a 9x damage versus a 3x damage per power used. So you can see how the savings can add up quickly. And I don't believe lasers have very much of an overkill on them. So yeah, we're just getting started with this attack, and it's going to be pretty intense. So I have one more corner to do, and I really hesitate to do it just because we're in the middle of a monster attack. But I really have to. You go. And not that it's going to be very useful, but we're going to do it anyway. Right now, we're going to put that up there just because we know we're going to use it. Getting some power in there from this, and that will equalize all of the power used. So I'm going to take that off because this one's already maxed out. I don't really need to worry about that. It's this one that I want to make sure is fully operational. Now, okay, zoom. Get all the turrets hooked up, ready to go. Now we've substantially increased the defensibility of this base and the power draw required to defend it. However, in the end, it's probably worth it. Just because now I don't have to worry about going too overboard. So we got four bosses. That's crazy. And since they move so slow, they basically like all turn up all at once, which is really annoying. So yeah, now we've got a serious last point of defense. Now that those are up there, I don't really need these. I can put lasers underneath if I really need to. I won't right now just because I don't really have them to spare. But I can put them underneath and they'll help out just as much. I've got a light on the bottom of this one. An electric light. So yeah, with this full, that full, and that one full, and this one not full, but doing its best, I'm hopeful that we can fend off this massive attack that's coming our way. See, we're actually taking care of stuff now quite a ways away, which is nice. Quite the collection of spare parts already. And you can see I've got enough now. I have enough turbine parts for another, what is that? 20 turbines. You know, I kind of craft stuff a little ahead of time just so you don't sit around and watch me just sit and hit the button a bunch of times. But so I've got the components for another 20 turbines. All that I need is the components for the batteries, which I can actually start on right now, since this is kind of a defensive episode. Let's kind of see if we can't really maximize our coverage here and take a sort of diagonal approach to this. So that's there. It's kind of hard to keep track with all this stuff. That storage hopper. See how close I got. That storage hopper. Well, it's pretty close, I would say. So if that's the middle, like that. I'm not sure if that is enough space. Let's go out a little bit. Out a little ways, like right to here. And do I want to elevate this at all? I really don't. I don't want to make them change up too much. Like that. And this one can come down. Oh, it's going to suck all of them in here. There we go. I have another battery. What I don't have is power out there. So let's go in here. Power. So I've got 16 solar panels. So if I do 2 more of these, that's 18. So that's 2 more solar panels. Big solar panels. You know, and I've read posts where, I mean, there are people that quite literally, you know, power their entire operation purely off of solar. But they need so many solar panels that it basically, they can't get anywhere near their solar farm, otherwise their frames per second just die. You know, while the engine is stable and while the engine is very powerful, it's, you know, it can still bring your computer to your knees, and it's nothing having to do with, you know, gross programming errors. It's just the fact that it's having to render, you know, 30 million polygons. It's having to simulate several, you know, 1,000 items, and it takes its toll. Another thing I could do, I guess I can't because I just used all my solar panels. I have 1 organic. Not really too anxious to put that to use. And the last 2, I think. Yeah, so I'm not seeing an attack coming from a different direction. So attack estimated in 1 minute. 11 bosses. I don't even have missiles yet. I mean, that is the next thing. But that is crazy. Okay, I want some more tin plate. Just like that. I'm gonna need gold. I could set up auto crafting for these, but that is a huge sink of resources to do something like that. Not too looking forward to that. Titanium, I really wish I could. In fact, with titanium, what I'm going to do, because let's look at the OET recipe. Now, the OET is where? I don't even know where it's at. Orbital transmitter. So ultimate advanced NXL. So titanium, gold, and nickel. And it takes one of each for one of these components. And there are 9 times 9 times 13 of them in this structure. So those who can do the math, it's 81 times 13, which is a lot. It's obviously 81 times 10 is 800, and 81 times 3 is roughly, I don't know, 24-ish. So 810 plus, yeah, it's a lot. And then that is how many, there's the boss. So that is how many pods there are. And each pod is 8 ingots. So it's something like 8,000. So yeah, these are the bosses. These gangly, dangly sort of beetle meanies with the glowy eyes. These are the bosses. These are the heavy hitters. You get a lot of these in a row and you are in trouble. I mean, my lasers are just blasting this thing. Let's see if I can give me a... It must have killed it. It did. My lasers got it. So let's see what this one... So 390,000 hit points left. It's targeting that thing. So yeah, they're spawning with like 400,000 hit points. And this thing is out of power completely. So you can see we need to be pumping a lot of power into that stuff. And I'm kind of curious where the next... It's just started spawning waves. It looks like this is sort of getting close to being done. So let's see if we can't expedite their deaths a little bit. I mean, it won't take out a whole lot, but if the next attack is not in this corner, then this will have ample time to recharge. If it is in this corner, and the trend is that it's only going to come out of this corner, well, first I'm going to assume DJ is probably going to fix it soon, if he knows about it. And second, I can just start moving all of my major defenses over here and not have to worry about them. But I don't really want to do that because it's kind of exploiting a bug, and I don't like doing that. So, right, my titanium, I can start that process. So, next episode, we'll come back. We will start the process of automating missile construction, as well as getting our way to the OET. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.